Welcome back. We have some unusual things on our display table here, and with us to talk about that is Dwan Garrison and also Jackson Rhodes. Thank you so much for being here. We're talking about David's Trail. There's a David's Trail Day coming up real soon.
Right.
Yeah, it's an Arkansas Trails Day, and Dwan and her team at the Master Naturalist are going to host it on David's Trail.
And what are you going to do to host it?
We've got a lot going on. We did this last year, but it was in June, and it was like Puddle City. We were all melted. But this year is going to be great. We have.
You checked the weather forecast already?
I'm scared too. We don't have a rain date.
You know, we've had so much rain. I'm sure it'll be drier then.
Oh yes, it will be all rained out by then.
Yeah.
We have refreshments.
Mm-hmm.
We have geocaching with cool prizes. This is normally when you geocache, you trade, you find the cache, and then you trade. But not here. You're just going to get to find the cache and take the cool prize.
Ooh. Okay.
Yes, we have a scavenger hunt. There's a list of things that you find, and when you get to the end, there's some and you get numbers along the way. Then there's a cool prize for finding all the things on the scavenger hunt.
And these are placed all along the trail, is that right?
Yes, they are.
That's cool.
It's going to be sort of like a passport system where when you get there and you go to a table, they'll say, okay, here's your passport. Now you need to look for these things. And at the next station, you turn in the passport and get it stamped, and that's where you get your cool prize. And usually at the next table, there'll be some other activities going on there. So if you're doing, say, a tree ID part of the trail, then when you get to the end and you've made your IDs, then there will be some tree cookies there, and you'll learn how to age trees and what happened, to learn how to find out what happened in the tree's life by just looking at the slice of the tree cookie. So it's going to be really, it's going to be great. A learning experience for the whole trail.
And this is to bring awareness not only for the trail, but for what you do.
Right.
Yeah.
The Master Naturalist, their motto is to learn, teach, and serve, and to preserve our natural heritage here in the state of Arkansas.
Okay.
And teaching is a big part of that.
Now you brought some show and tell items.
Show and tell items.
Yes.
Don't they look part of the things that you learn on Trail Day? Because you said this is a statewide event. So
This is a statewide event, and the Master Naturalists are hosting the local version on David's Trail.
Okay.
Right.
But this will be all over the state. I don't even want to touch these, Jackson.
Well, look at the molds first. They're a little easier to touch. So those are prints.
Can we zoom in on me?
Yeah.
Gil's going to go zoom in a minute.
Do you know what that is? Is it a
Well,
print
I
of?
would think it's going to be one of those things down there.
Put it right in front of this one.
And right in front of this one like
Yeah,
this?
there we go.
One of those things I always see down there in Crooked Creek.
It's an eagle.
This
Really?
is an eagle?
That's right.
Oh, my God. I had no idea. Look, folks, that's an
They're
eagle.
almost big enough to carry me off.
Really?
Well, but look how long and skinny it is. I thought it was like
I was a turkey or something like that.
No, it's not a turkey. It's just got this big. But look back. Wow.
Is that awesome? And there is an eagle's nest on David's on the trail, portion of the trail, and there are eagles in it.
And
So you might see that.
eaglets, yeah.
And
Yeah.
eaglets.
Now
in
check
there.
that one out.
Talk about this one here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
This
a
one
Bigfoot,
is-
right?
Yes.
It is a
Black
Bigfoot.
bear.
This
Black
is
bear.
a black bear.
Right.
And there are black bears
Adult.
around here.
Yes,
an
that is
adult
the
black bear.
adult
Let's
black bear.
stress that, Dawn. This is
And
a adult
you
black
have
bear.
the big cookies over here that belong to the black bear.
Yeah,
yes,
these,
they're
I don't
really
want
big
to touch
cookies.
this stuff, but here it is. Okay, I'm touching it. This is the big, I actually did, I thought, oh, Jackson brought some fudge, and I got closer. And this is bear. Bear scat. Let's call it scat.
I don't know which one.
Okay.
What's this here?
That one would be
gross.
coyote.
Coyote?
Okay. That one would be, coyote. The other one is fox.
Okay.
I think so.
So there's not really a difference except maybe the size?
But they will have when you're looking at this, they will have these IDs that they can ID with.
Okay.
Scat IDs.
Right.
And show
That's
this
bobcat.
one, because this was interesting. I thought, can you see this, folks?
Right.
Okay, the ladies are going, oh my God.
Yeah.
This
So
deer, right?
they're kind of oval shaped.
rabbit.
And rabbit are very round.
And they look just alike, except the rabbit are
It's a little
round like
darker,
peas.
and the color is a little darker.
And the deer is a little bit oblong.
Oblong. That's right.
And just let people know at home, these are rubber.
Yeah,
You know, this is not the real thing, even though it looks like the real
Even though you want to go wash your hands
Yeah,
after you
I
pick
was
them
like,
up.
thing. Is that a raccoon?
Let's see. Yes, it is a raccoon.
I've seen that quite a
bit.
Well,
this says what it is on it. That says coyote.
That's a coyote.
And then zooming in again, this is a coyote. Let me get my bottle out of the way.
A coyote, and then you have a bobcat.
Wow.
And I saw one of those just this week, a pretty big one.
Wow.
Really? I've seen a bobcat one time ever out in the woods.
Cool.
Right.
Cool.
Well, and the interesting thing that we've learned from the master naturalist on the molds is their plan is to cast the molds and then leave the tracks out on the trail in various locations.
Right.
Oh, so these are going to be some of the things that people find.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and they will be searching for them, and they will have a SCAT ID with them. So that they can ID the tracks or SCAT as they go along. They can ID that, and when they get to the end, we'll find if they got it right. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, there'll be some 9-year-old that brings in the real thing. Look what I found. You just wait and see. Oh, look what I found. We're supposed to be picking this stuff up. So this is really for all ages, though.
Yes,
I mean, it's
it is.
educational.
It is.
I mean, trust me, someone like me would get a big, huge kick out of it.
Yeah, it is educational.
As would your typical 8-year-old, probably.
And then we have a geology table, and they're going to learn how a volcano works. There will be, you'll get to take home a rock.
Oh, now nobody in Arkansas has one of those.
Yeah, not just any rock, though. This is going to be the Arkansas State rock, which is bauxite.
Bauxite, yes.
Bauxite. And so they'll get to take home a sample of that.
Well, is the samples there, or will they pick one off the
trail?
Oh,
they're at the end with a little identification card and tells you all about it and everything.
Yeah. One thing that people don't know a lot about is you can't pick up any rocks in the National Park Service. You're not allowed to do that.
You're not supposed to take anything.
You're not supposed to take anything.
Right.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to take anything.
So that is a big deal.
Right. It is a big deal.
Yeah.
If you take something and everybody takes something, then it won't be there anymore.
Yeah.
So we need to remember. But we have along the trail, like there'll be numbers by the scavenger hunt items. So when you find it, you'll find there is a number there. So you can take the number and put it on your card. So you'll know when you get the number that you've got.
So
what
you're
you're
going to
looking
find would there be plants? You said you're going to do trees, plants? No plants?
There will be.
The trees are tagged already. The master naturalists have done a couple work projects, Sandy, with the forestry department, I guess, and have identified trees. So there are, 50 or 100 trees along the trail that have
the plaques and stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty big. It's about a 4x8 plaque that tells what the tree is and what it's commonly used for, a picture of its leaf and its bark and that sort of thing.
Now tell people where Davis Trail is.
Yeah.
Where it's located.
Davis Trail right now, Dan, goes from the Panther Day Use Park, which is right by the 101 bridge, and runs along the course strip all the way to Robinson Point. It's about 7 miles going south. Runs through the Panther Campground along the way and the Robinson Point Campground, and then hooks up with the Robinson Point Trail. And then we've just started construction on the north section of the trail, which is about a 5-mile section that runs up toward Gamelia.
Okay. Wow. I was going to ask you if that was the completed trail, but there's another project in the works now to
we've got permission from the Corps to take the trail north all the way to the Arkansas state line and take the trail south all the way to the dam. So we'll be on your show every year. That'll be about 50.
50 one way?
Yeah, so our grandchildren will be here talking about that.
Yeah, George say, they're like, well, Grandpa Jackson got this going all those years ago.
But we are featuring about 2 miles of the trail, and then there's an additional couple of miles that you can hike and go to the Rocking Chair Resort, and that is the end. Now, if they hike all the way to the Rocking Chair Resort, there will be eligible for another prize, and we will also have a shuttle if someone gets to that end and doesn't feel like they could make it back, or they're taking small children. We will be able to.
Now, is this a fairly level part of the trail, so that the part of the trail that almost anyone can walk?
Well,
some people get concerned about the strenuousness of it.
It is. There is some up and down. The first section of the trail does have gravel. It's a little bit loose when you pass that section, though. It's not gravel, and it's pretty easy walking, but there is some up and down. Yeah. I don't think you'd want to do a wheelchair on it, but we have people who are not comfortable doing hikes, and they can do this part of the trail. And you can go at your own leisure. It's easy enough to take kids. Bring your puppy, put him on a leash, and take him with you.
Yeah, and one more time, when is it?
Yeah.
This is going to be May 7th, Saturday, May 7th, beginning at 9 and going through 3. So come on, spend the whole day with us.
Yeah.
What about the weather? If it's rainy or...
If it's rainy,
Get a jacket like Sandy.
Okay, and come on.
Right.
I've got
Come
the
on
boots
anyway,
and the
okay.
pants too, so I'm good to go.
Rain or
It's like-
shine, it's an event that's going to
Yeah,
happen.
it's an event. Right.
Okay.
Cool, wonderful.
Thanks for coming. I'm not too proud of what
Samsy.
you brought, but
Oh, well,
I'm proud of it.
this is,
That is
this is great
just- yeah.
education. Great
Yes,
education.
My goodness, that's massive.
And we appreciate you coming by, and everybody get out to May
7th.
7th.
Seventh, day for Mother's Day.
That's right.
All right.
Okay.
And come out and
Cool.
enjoy yourself on David's Trail.
Thank you.
Good to see y'all
Thanks,
again.
Dan.
Neat.
All right. Up next, we're going to be doing a little fashion show.
Fashion show.
Actually, we'll be talking with David's
Debbie Stanton.
Debbie and Gayla. We'll be talking to them.
When the women get here, he gets flustered. We know
I do
that.
get
I tell you, every
flustered.
time a bunch of women show up, he just, woo, can't take it.
We'll be talking with them, and then we'll
Yeah.
do a little fashion, and then I'll get
Yeah.
really
Then
tongue-tied
you'll really
right
get
after
tongue-tied.
that.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Stick around.